We're back here at Cooper Creek Square on Channel 18, Grand County's only morning show here. Going to chat a little bit with Erik Petersen, a coach with the NSCD competition program. How you doing, Erik?
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, doing all right. So, Erik, I hear rumors that you can rip, man.
Well, I've been skiing since I was about 3 years old. So,
3 years old,
yeah,
all
so
right.
I've been around the slopes a couple.
You've had a few years on the
yeah.
sticks, and now you've won a few competitions.
Well, I grew up in Vermont, and I grew up ski racing there. So
What resort?
I skied out of Smuggler's Notch
Okay.
Resort. That's where I grew up. My mom worked there as a.
It's a great name. I don't know that one, but Smuggler's Notch, huh?
Smuggler's Notch, yeah.
Okay.
So I grew up there. She worked as a cashier at the cafeteria, and just so I could ski pretty much every waking moment of my life as a child. And then I went to an academy where I learned how to ski race, and it's called Burke Mountain Academy.
Now, does this interfere with school? They pull you out of school to go race, or
no? This is an academy like similar to a tennis academy that you'd see down in Florida, where you ski in the morning and then you take your classes in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is everything was based around the ski racing world.
And you stayed on the sticks all the way. When did you roll to town?
I've been here since 2002. Yeah. And my wife grew up here in the town. That's one of the reasons we came back here.
Okay, so we have a end of the year celebration called Spring Splash, which is skiing through an obstacle course down a steep little pitch and through a pond of water, if you can get through the pond of water. And now I've heard you've won this a couple times.
I think I had it for about 8 years.
Eight straight years?
Yeah. Yeah. When I
So
finally
you're the Lance Armstrong,
yeah.
dope-free of the Spring Splash world.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
But I retired a couple years ago because I got some young guns kind of coming after me a little bit. So
I skied a couple years in it, and it's I thought you just go out there and you could win it, maybe. And I found out how good some of those guys are. I mean, they're flying. You polish those skis and you're ready to roll when you hit
the big trick is to getting through the jungle as quick as you possibly can. The pond's not a problem. You just go hard.
It's that big, what do you call it, slalom jungle or something?
Yeah, the slalom jungle,
Yeah, okay.
And my trick always was to go at the end of the field when there's already a path through it. And all these young kids didn't know any better.
They want to register first.
They'd want to register first, and I'd wait until I go to the back and wait for them
let them claw and make a little trail and
exactly.
knock a couple down. Yeah, that's cool.
So
what got you to Winter Park in 2002?
Well, my wife grew up here, like I said. She grew up here at the Winter Park Resort. Her father, Bob Robert Woodbury, was one of the GMs.
So she's a true local.
She's a true local.
Not many of them up here. It's few and far between.
And we came back here. We were married in Breckenridge. And we came back to Winter Park so she could be closer to her mom and dad, because at that time I was working for the U.S. ski team as a coach and traveling extensively.
Okay, so you've actually coached, this is big time, the U.S. ski team.
Yeah.
The Olympics?
Not in the Olympics.
Okay.
But I worked as a regional development coach. My job was to go scout athletes and get them on the job and get them to the highest abilities that they could possibly be to kind of get them in the world. Some of the names that I coached and kind of recognized were Lindsey Vonn and Teg Ligety.
Oh, those are huge names.
So we did some projects that they were involved in, and I've known them for since they were young kids. So.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and talk a little more about the NSCD and what you got going on these days.
Absolutely.
With that, we'll be back in a bit.